Sir Alfred Hitchcock was an English filmmaker who is most famous for his mastery of suspense through movie directing. He is one of the most famous directors, and works such as The Birds, Psycho, and many more are still widely viewed today. With a career spanning 6 decades and about 53 movies directed, there is obviously a lot we can talk about when it comes to Hitchcock. But today, I want to zero in on an underrated movie from the Hitchcock catalog and potentially my favorite, Rope. This is a twisting and gripping story about social hierarchy and inequity, filmed in real time using only 11 cuts. So really the question is, why is Rope so good? Here's what I think. First of all, I need to give you the very basic premise of this movie without giving everything away, of course. Our story follows 2 young men, David and Brandon, who murdered their schoolmate basically because they thought they could get away with it. And if you think that's a spoiler, it is literally the first thing that we see. David and Brandon decide to throw a dinner party in the same room as the scene of the crime, inviting the victim's family, his fiancée, and their former schoolmaster. Again, because they thought they could get away with it. The movie watches the psychological game of an event unfold throughout the evening. Hitchcock took this story from a stage play written by Patrick Hamilton, and the movie was designed to emulate its theatrical roots, and the final product looks like a recording of a live performance. Like I mentioned earlier, there are only 11 shots in the movie, which is impressive for the time it was filmed. This is, in some ways, a surprising choice for the king of suspense, because editing is the easiest tool to add tension to a scene. But this added element of live time and long shots creates the suspense in the same way, and maybe even in a better way. And Hitchcock is still able to maintain cinematic elements through choice of framing and camera movement that complements the blocking of the actors. He also uses the camera to create what can only be done in film: control of the narrative. Hitchcock uses the camera to show the audience exactly what he wants them to see, to give them information that the characters don't have. The combination of these elements creates a very unique effect. At once, you are a fly on the wall with the privilege of information over the story, and yet the long shots and no cuts give you a sense of being trapped in the room in this horrifying story. But really, beyond the technical triumphs in the filming process, the story itself and how it's told is all about simplicity. In order to achieve as close as you can get to a one-shot performance at this time, the story is limited to one setting, with a small cast of characters to tell it. And in this case, I believe those limitations are what make this movie work. The simplicity is almost the best part. And really, for Hitchcock, the ultimate flex. I think it goes to show that when the bones of a movie are solid, a good script, and a great director, there isn't need for much else. If you haven't seen Rope or any other Hitchcock films, I highly recommend that you give them a try, and let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video essay, make sure to like and subscribe for more movie content. Thanks so much for watching!